Hey guys, so let's dive into Davinci Resolve to show you how it's done. So this is the video that I have. It's just me scrolling on a mouse. Then I also have a screenshot. Now the very first step is right click and new Fusion clip. Then let's come to Fusion. So let's bring in our screenshot over here. And let me get rid of the media pool. Okay. And let me view this here. So this is the screenshot that we have. So the very first step is shift spacebar and search for HSL keyer. So this is for making the background transparent. So let me view that on this window. And to make it transparent, you just bring in this tool and just drag it here. So now you have this transparent background. Let me just arrange it like this. Then again, shift spacebar, select transform. So later on we can adjust the positions of these. And now we need to isolate all icons. So bring in this rectangular mask and just join it to the media here. So I just want the very first icon. So you can just adjust the width, the height, somewhere like that. Now to make it look like a hologram, I also would like to add a soft glow. So shift spacebar, search for soft glow, press add, and you can reduce the gain. Yeah, I'll just leave the glow size to the default. Okay, so you have one icon ready. Now all you have to do is just copy all of this and just paste it here. And this is for the second icon. And to view it, just drag and drop it like this. Now you need to separate the second icon like so. Then again, paste. Let's separate the third icon. Don't forget to view it on the second window. And this time, let's move to the third icon. Okay. And finally, the fourth icon like so. Maybe you can adjust the height of this one to a little bit. So once you have all these nodes ready, now you bring in this multi-merge node to merge all of this. The very first should go to the yellow, keep that in mind. The rest you can just drag and drop it like this. There is no particular order, but the very first one should always be to the yellow. Perfect. Now all you need is, you can view this here. So everything is combined. Now you can, bring in the merge node to merge all these with your video. So this is the merge node here, and just join this to the merge. And let's view the media out like so. And just let me switch to single window and fit to view. Okay, so now the icons are here. Now you need to, individually place all the icons, on different positions. Before that, you want to bring the merge node center point to somewhere here. That's where the scrolling is happening. So if I zoom in, you can see, somewhere around here. Now let's individually place these icons. The very first icon, you have a transform node. I'm going to increase the size and maybe place this one around here. Now go to the second transform node and put in the same size for that also. Bring that somewhere here, and similarly now the third one somewhere here, and now the fourth one like so. So once you have done all these placing, now all you need is to keyframe the merge angle. So you can just just rotate your angle on the merge node to bring in that animation. Now how to do the animation and where to do the animation, it's all based on how you scroll the mouse. Let me find the end position first. End position means where I'm stopping to scroll. So I'm like scrolling 2 times in this video. So the very end of the scroll, that is where I want to find out. So there is one scroll. This is the second scroll right there. So at this particular position, is where I want the icons to be in this set position. So I'll put a keyframe there. Now let's find the position of the second scroll, the starting point. This is the first scroll and this is the second right here. At around this point, I'm going to enter a value 45. So that is also done. Now let's come to the very first frame, where the scrolling is not yet started. So at this point, I don't want the icons at all. So, I'll just rotate it all the way down. We can adjust all the positioning later also. First we'll do the keyframe. And then you have to copy this value. Then come to the position where you are, starting your very first scroll and then paste that value. Okay. So this is done because, only once you start scrolling, the icons will move. Otherwise it will stay at rest. Now find a point, where the first scroll ends. You want this value to be the same as this particular value, that is 45. So what we are doing is, only once the scroll happens, the icons should move. Otherwise it will be at rest. So now you can see, it's at rest now. First scroll it moves, second scroll it moves. So that's how the keyframing is done. I know it's pretty confusing, so just if you have any questions, do leave them in the comments. Or you can, just rewind and watch again, it should be clear. Now if your computer can handle it, just enable motion blur and you can, make it all the way up to 9 or 10 to get that nice smooth motion blur once it starts to rotate. Now, the positioning here is not very proper. So I have a solution for that. What you can do is you can add in a guide. For that, what I have to do is, bring in this background node here and just join it to this. Now you can see nothing is visible. So let's bring in a ellipse mask and just join it here. And let me drag it, somewhere around the mouse. You can reduce the level. It's like a nice guide and you can place it, close to the point where you're doing the scrolling. So, it's easy like a guide where now you can adjust and place the icons correctly along this path. Now, after the positioning is done, what you can do is you can get rid of this guide altogether. Now, you can bring in a polygon mask here. This is like optional, but it just makes it more better. And press invert and just draw a mask around this, so that the icons will go behind your hand. So let me just draw a quick mask. So just look for points, where the icon is overlapping with your finger, like example somewhere here. Yeah. So this is where you can, refine your mask and make it look like it's going behind your finger. Take more time in doing this mask. The more time you spend, the more better result you have. But in this example, I'm just showing it to you like roughly. So in this particular case, only one of my finger is, overlapping, but, maybe in your case, the whole hand or, maybe 2-3 fingers are overlapping. So just follow this step, just draw a mask around it and check for the frame where the hand is or the finger is overlapping with the icon. So once everything is ready and once you add in the sound effects and a cool color grade, this is what you have. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. For those who don't know, I'm Fenzer. I do travel tech and filmmaking on this channel. So if you're into that sort of stuff, please consider hitting the subscribe button. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.